I want to touch on one thing about what does the latest G20 London Summit mean for China. Many people say that it's not a G20 summit, it's a G2 summit. It's between US and China. I think to some extent it's correct. But if we were to roll over a little bit more than what has happened in the last week, but the last 150 years, things would be quite different. Most people think that this is a time when China becomes more assertive in the international politics, economics, and finance. I think it is fair, but it's not assertive in a sense. It is a reclaim of China's position in the world back 150 years ago. About 150 years ago, when our bank just started in China, India, at that time, China and India is actually the largest economy in the world. They're the United States at that time. 60 years ago, China is nobody, India is nobody. We know that history have a hard time for them. And then about 30 years ago, China made a change. The way they grow their economy from planning to market. Everybody knows that it is reform. And then it takes about 20 years or so, until about 10, 12 years ago, China made its first step out of the country, Asian financial crisis. China stabilized the whole region by holding its currency stable, keeping its economy growing. This time around, China stepped out further beyond the region into the world again, participating in the London Summit, offering to help the international finance and trade, paying a bigger and fairer share of its role in the world market and world economy. But I would say this is just the beginning. It's not the end. It's for China to normalize its position back to the world. It may take another 20 years before they back to what they were 150 years ago. But it's a beginning and it's a very significant step for China as well as for the world.